Greetings, friends of the universe. We present ourselves at this point of your time to share many news about the current situation, which we as a collective are watching right now. At times like this, it's absolutely essential to remember that a multidimensional chess game is being developed, and there are currently several different narratives that are pushed to awaken the masses. Given this case, it is crucial that we draw our attention to what's happening today. You're testifying to what might be called the guard change. By this, we are referring to the timeline that marks the end of the darkness era of Kali Yuga and the beginning of the golden age that is known as the Satya Yuga. In your third dimension language, it is difficult to accurately describe what's happening today, as many timelines competed to time of activation of humanity's collective approach. Therefore, we would like to take this opportunity to remind everyone about the imperative need to locate your own God with attention and intent. As a multidimensional avatar being, your consciousness is almighty wherever you put your focus, attention, and intention automatically powers up and activates a timeline upon activation of humanity's collective focus. Antique people knew about this, and that's why they have invested so much effort and fortune forcing to draw their attention to their lower timelines. Although white hats have total control and the Earth Alliance has already won this prolonged battle for the consciousness of humanity, it still continues to develop in the kingdoms of the lower dimensions. We're asking all of you to be vibrationally attracted to these words to cling to the deep knowledge of your soul. God has already won. Humanity has been liberated. The deep state has been defeated once and for all. The latest attempt by the main media to massively reduce humanity's collective vibration through its constant and ridiculous narrative based on fear is extremely illogical and literally based on a zero scientific truth. For example, if the world's governments want to keep you healthy, they would prevent their national health service from being overwhelmed. Then they would remind everyone of the power and glory of our immune system created by God, that with the proper food and supplements it's possible to practically correct an imbalance in the physical system. They wouldn't tell you to isolate yourselves from your loved ones and wear masks, which when you wear them in long run are extremely harmful to the health of the humanity. But of course, the three-dimensional narrative is not there to support humanity in any way. On the contrary, what we can determine as observers is that the agenda of the deep state can no longer keep hiding its atrocities, and they are throwing it to your faces. White hats' control is obvious, but they need humanity's next wave to wake up from the ignorance about the nefarious energies that have so far been ruling their beautiful and sacred world. White hats want humanity to join right now, to unify their hearts and uncover this pathetic, false, dark agenda of the New World Order that is pressing them all globally. This channel is receiving constant visions from communities leaving their homes to hug each other and group together in large meetings where they dance and celebrate their freedom. Receive constant visions from law enforcement officials who awaken from this horrific illusion of serving those who have not had in their minds, not for a second, interested in the greatest good for humanity. He sees them putting down their shields, taking up their helmets, and joining their brothers and sisters to celebrate their eternal and permanent freedom as children of the highest. This is the timeline of the fifth dimension that white hats wish you to focus on right now, because the power of your consciousness is absolutely unfathomable and almighty. When more than one of you come together and align with this great vision, which is indeed God's vision for humanity, then all forces of the universe rush to support the implementation and updating of this timeline. Humanity has a duty to reject tyranny. This is part of the original constitution of this holy earth, and indeed of all holy lands of the future. You, as children of God, are not fulfilling your duties for your future generations. So we're asking you to sit quietly and support the removal of the original tyranny that continues to control you. As star seeds, you're required to stop refusing to fulfill your duties. You need to stand firm and absolutely united at the collective level, and hold your visions on the fifth dimension, timeline. Know that the more of you hold this vision, the faster you will align and manifest the new Earth 5D timeline. As you accomplish this, it's very important that during these times, you join us global groups of ascension to help the forces of light that are doing the greatest work of God, Father, Mother. The next great job everyone is being summoned by is the powerful and highly promoting global meeting of the next 6 and 6. In this broadcast, you'll be guided to help predominantly the Pleiadian Light Council that needs your permission and support. As an Earth team, you're required for the transformation of all electric pylons and 4G and 5G towers into Tesla generators that provide the collective with free energy that will release you all on a very level deep. This allows you to live according to the desires of the Creator. You'll work with Nikola Tesla's superior self and his Venus allies for acceleration of timeline, whereby humanity will rise as a collective outside the illusion of deep state control. With this process, you will reach a level of spiritual maturity that will allow you to work with Tesla technology and will include trips through interdimensional portals, replicators, mirror technology, and several extremely powerful healings from outside the planet, such as med beds. We ask you to quietly join in a global visualization with your souls and ascension groups for a quick anchorage of this timeline, so you can move efficiently as collectively outside the states, blocking agenda deep of the lower dimensions. Tesla's 6th meeting will take place June 6th at 20:20 p.m. United Kingdom or 17:20 p.m. from Argentina. Please know that you will be absolute and fully supported by the highest galactic beings of creation. The time of the domain of darkness on Earth has ended completely. The forces of light have been victorious. God doesn't need a plan B. There has always been a single plan A. Brothers and sisters, it is a great honor to invite you to join the global community, so that among all, we activate all points of the grid in the auspicious broadcast 6.6. Know that you do not have to be on live broadcast to receive the power of the transmission. It is so powerful that you can tune it and in at any point you are. This frequency will be anchored in the 0-point field, which is the presence of the eternal love. In love and eternal light, Ashtar Kamal.